Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
You know it. Let's go.
Look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes. Get your drinks. Make sure you've liked, comment, and subscribed. Your ass should already be
subscribed.
Yes. Jay and I on the road to 1,000 subscribers. That's our goal. So please, look, we're a Trending Topics channel. If you don't like a topic today, you like a topic tomorrow. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Support us. Support a sister and support a brother. Okay?
Right.
All right. What's going on, bro?
Man, look, Thanksgiving just passed. Of course, we didn't do one last week because, we with the family doing our Thanksgiving thing.
That's right.
But, them Thanksgiving football games was decent at best. You know what I mean? Decent at best. The Cowhoes played them Giants. Mm-hmm. I call it the Bum Bowl.
The Bum Bowl.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Both of them sorry, but, they had to play.
Yeah.
It was a good game with Detroit in Chicago. I thought that was a dud game, but it turned out pretty good. Mm-hmm. But anyway, move on. Skins won. It's about daggone time.
I'm always picking
after
them
they
now.
Lost 3 straight.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? So a lot of teams are doing their thing, but, it's coming down to the wire.
That's right. Super Bowl right around the corner for real.
Playoff time is coming. These last 3, I think it's 4 weeks left. Mm-hmm. It's going to be critical for your teams out there. Pittsburgh, the Skins, of course, they on the brink. They can be in or be out the playoffs. Dallas, they're trying to win a few games.
That's right.
Kansas City, they mowing over people. Buffalo looking good. They played in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
That was a crazy game in the snow. Man. But things happening. So I know if y'all out there rooting for your teams to make the playoffs, hey, do that.
Do that.
Do that. A lot of things is happening.
I've been revamping my teams.
Oh, yeah?
Now that I've been looking, I've been peeking and actually paying attention and stuff, through the pick'em and everything. I've been trying to look at a few teams to see who see
what they're doing.
Yeah, see what they're doing. See who I might want to jump on the bandwagon or whatever. I mean, like I said, my team was the Saints, but I know they ain't really.
And it's okay to get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, especially for you. Yeah. Like, hey, get rid of them. It ain't like you went to see them or you can see them.
No, I can't.
You know what I mean? So that's up to you.
Yeah, so I'm still considering it. So I'm seeing how this goes.
Now, some people that got 2 teams.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got an AFC team, NFC team, or they got your team, So I don't think it's bad. Some people don't like it. Some people do, but some people had 2 teams, literally.
Yeah, that's true.
What I mean?
That's true. That's real.
It's just, I know a guy, my coworker, he like Detroit and Denver. Why? I don't know, but he do.
It's prerogative.
You know what I mean?
Double the wins if he get any, if he betting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It depends.
Oh, yeah. So this week, we got some good games coming up.
Yeah.
We got Green Bay and Detroit. Now, that's going to be a good game because Detroit only lost 1 game. Like, they just slapping folks around. They is determined, especially after last year, because last year, it looked like they can get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't think they was ready yet. Mm-hmm. This year, I think they ready, and they is kicking butt. If they beat Green Bay this week, because Green Bay only lost, I want to say they only lost three games.
Okay.
Let me check. Yeah, 9-3. So they up there too. They doing well. If Detroit beats them, Detroit gonna be well on their way.
Okay.
Let's see if we got any more little top games over here. Let's see. If Philly gonna beat up on Carolina, Tampa gonna beat up on Vegas, Pittsburgh, Cleveland is gonna be a decent game.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, because it's a rivalry. It's not really a rivalry. I would say Pittsburgh, Baltimore is a rivalry, but they're in the same conference, so it's gonna be good. Let's see, Buffalo, the Rams. Buffalo's probably gonna smack them around. Kansas City, Chargers gonna be a good game.
Okay.
Chargers can win that game, even though Kansas City is smacking people around and they lost one game.
Yeah.
But I believe the Chargers can win that game, really.
Right. Okay.
San Francisco, Chicago, ever since my man Christian McCaffrey, he's supposed to be one of the best on his way to MVP. He came back from injury, gone like 8 weeks, came back, now he out for the rest of the year again. I'm mad because I had him on my fantasy team.
Wow.
So now I'm done. Dang.
So
I'm not going to even worry about that game, the San Francisco Chicago game. Damn, Dow Ass is playing Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I mean? So nobody really cares about that game. Only the Cowhole fans care about that game. You know what I mean? So,
Cowhole fans.
Yeah. But it's getting down to the wire, people.
Yeah.
And I really hate that because that means football going to be over with.
That's right.
Hey, take your time, play, just get to the playoffs, Super Bowl, and all that stuff like that. But I'll see you next week. And let's see what happened with Week 14 goes through. And a lot of you people that's playing fantasy football is either going into playoffs this week or next week is your playoffs. So get it right. Get your teams right, or you're going to get out. A lot of fantasy teams are playing for money.
Yeah.
3 of my leagues are money leagues.
Money leagues, okay.
So I'm hoping to cash at least 2 of the 3, if not all 3. Hopefully, if it works out.
Always good when the money come in.
Right.
Okay. Where
That's
the money
right.
reside. Where the money reside.
That's right. But that's about it for football.
Okay.
And I'll come back for some more sports next week.
Okay. Next week, stay tuned always for our sports segment. Like I said, anybody who here and you know, if you feeling it, that's something he gonna do every week while it's football season and whatever. You know, he likes it's different sports. So
yeah, different sports.
He gonna do a sports segment. Some episodes we do them, some episodes we don't.
Yeah.
But like I said, you always feel free. If you're not into sports, just forward through to the topic. That's all. Other than that,
that's right.
We about to get started. So, some reason just happened. Biden has decided to pardon his son, Hunter Biden. Okay?
Hunter Biden a laptop.
All right. Now they say your boy, no, they don't say. They say he is a crickety crackhead. That's what they're saying. But they say he been clean for 5 years. So I heard that much. But a lot of people are in an uproar about it.
I didn't keep up. He was actually, me and politics don't mix.
Okay.
Yeah. So he is actually locked up?
I believe he did get locked up.
Or did he go into some little fake prison for him to sit at? Some fancy little prison club that, them type of people
could have been that, but I didn't. They didn't even say, but I assumed that he had been locked up. But they say he was actually supposed to go to trial soon and maybe get convicted. And I believe he saved him in time.
Oh, so he may not wasn't even in jail.
Yeah, he probably wasn't even in yet. But before he got out, he said, "I'm gonna make sure."
That's his son. I don't know why people were such an uproar.
Well, we going play.
But I'm thinking, and I'm trying to tell you, now that he did that, Trump gonna open the floodgates to pardon whoever the hell he wants to pardon.
He gonna be pardoning. He gonna be a pardon mother effer. Let me tell you, he gonna be pardoning some people, boy. And a lot of people are saying that too. Like, Trump is a convicted felon, so they're saying that because of that, why, is it a big deal that Biden pardoned him? But I think a lot of people are just upset because he lied. He said he wasn't going to pardon him. And, of course, I have a little something that's going to talk about that real quick. And then we'll go into what, okay, so here's all them asking Biden, is he going to pardon his son? And let's see what he says before he actually does pardon him. Okay? All right.
As we sit here in Normandy, your son Hunter is on trial. And I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes. I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
President Biden has ruled out any type of commutation or reduced sentence for his son, Hunter Biden?
Yes, he has.
You've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute sentences for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a
It
no.
will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
You said from the podium that President Biden would not pardon his son. If Vice President Harris is elected, would he tell her also to not pardon?
I mean, that's a hypothetical that look, the president, I can speak for the president, and he said he would not pardon his son. And I'm just going to leave it there.
Secondly, his son, Hunter, is also
How many times they
up
asked
for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
So, a lot of people are feeling like it ain't even mad. They not mad that that's his son. They expected him to pardon his son, but it's like, how does that look as you being a president? How does your integrity look telling everybody several times that, no, I'm not going to pardon my son. I'm not going to pardon my son.
He's entitled to change his damn mind if he wants to change it. He's the president of the United States. He can change his mind. So what? He told him that. He ain't even, he said it once, right?
No, he said
and
it a few times. They asked him
here,
a few times, and then when she does the press conferences, then they keep asking her. They asked her at least 4 or 5 times, and she said it still stands.
He can change his mind if he wants. Anybody can do that.
I mean, that's true. But his integrity is in question because it's like, wow, were you only saying that you was not going to pardon him because you were trying to make yourself look better or look like you were really upholding the rule of law? Because he said nobody, this is exactly what he said, nobody is above the law. And I believe he was directing that toward Trump. Nobody's above the law. That's what he said. And then he went and turned around and proved that his son, Hunter Biden, is above the law. And he is above the law. Not only that, he pardoned him for 11 whole years. He took his pardon all the way back to 2014. But real quick, I had to add this in because Charlemagne had something to say. And, the news was talking about Charlemagne because Charlemagne spoke on it, and they had him they was talking a couple times about what Charlemagne had to say. So I'm going to go and grab that for y'all because, of course, he's a part of this conversation. Real quick. Let me find it. Where's Charlemagne? I got so many emails. Here you go.
Because he broke the law. That's number one. He was singled out because he had an illegal gun and tax evasion charges, not because he was the president's son. And I honestly don't care. I just want Democrats to stop acting like they are on this moral high ground politically when they have shown us they're not, whether it's skipping the primary process when Biden stepped down and things like Biden pardoning his son. Stop acting like y'all the pure party and Republicans aren't. And it also shows me elected officials can do whatever they want as long as they have the political will and courage to do.
Yeah, so they was talking about that on the news and saying that, it kind of looks like, how does that look, though? I'm not mad at him for pardoning his son. That's not the point. The point for me is, it's like, what was your motive? Why not just say, hey, I might pardon my son?
All of them
Be
say
captain.
stuff to do things. All of them, I don't care who you are, they run their little traps, saying stuff they don't mean, or they don't care about really, or whatever. Bending the truth. That's what they do. I don't know why people surprised that he went back on his word. He's a politician.
And I don't think
president, politician, senator, all of them do it. I don't know why people surprised.
He's human. I get that part. But
and that's his son. Family.
Understandable, but he could have just said that the umpteenth times they asked. That, hey, it's my son.
Well,
so the possibility.
They asked him, twice that we know of.
No, they asked him maybe 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. That lady can't. She's speaking
she
for him.
said she spoke for him.
She's speaking for him, but that ain't him.
He got up there and did a whole speech and said nobody's above the law. He said that.
Hey, Trump said a lot of things too.
That's
Kamala
true.
up there saying a lot of things too.
Politicians are capped. That's just what it is.
Period.
That's true.
The same thing with our man Bill Clinton.
So
I did not have sex with that woman.
Right, but we know he did.
Exactly.
What if his son was Bane from Batman? I'm just saying. So that means if anybody's son is a straight mass human destruction unaliver, because I can't say the word. He going around just unaliving people like crazy. He's facing whatever. You telling me because your daddy's the president, you can just go around doing whatever you want to do. You're not supposed to.
But he can go back and do it again, and Biden can't save him because he ain't president no more.
That is true. So he
getting saved now.
But why is he wiping his slate? If he's wiping his slate clean for 11 years, did he really need to go back 11 years?
He can do what he wants. He's the president.
That's crazy.
President, and that's his son.
I don't blame Charlamagne. I think Charlamagne has a point there though when he says that they do act like the pure party. Like I said, I'm more of an independent, and I believe both parties are bad. Not, I wouldn't say bad, but I would say both parties have their negative, their cons, if you will. And I think, but the Democratic Party had cried about Trump, about how he moves, about how he does things, and how he's with the rich, and he's a convicted felon. And January 6th, they had the man impeached, tried to have the man impeached, and all type of craziness. And then, he go and yet again, what he pulled was believable. They said, speaking as a parent, any parent would pardon their child.
That's right.
That makes sense.
So as you saying, he should have just said from the beginning.
From the beginning, if his intention was to pardon him, just say, you know what, I'm probably going to pardon him because he's my son.
Man, his old ass.
And then people probably wouldn't look at him crazy, but for real. Or what was he doing back in 2014 that he needed to pardon him from that?
Look, it's too late. We're fussing with an old man that probably got 10% dementia. That's running around talking about he can't even speak. He sleep half the time. He don't know what the hell he talking. And now now he partners. He's done. He's not running for president. He's gonna be off, just waiting on his time.
Yeah.
So why are we arguing over an old guy that's waiting on his time? So what?
I think it's semantics, but I think a lot of people are just arguing that the fact that we're coming into the reality that these people be lying, that they're not, and not
that's
about
not, that's everybody know that's been going
everybody
on
don't
for
know
centuries.
that. Everybody don't know that.
Nah,
everybody don't know.
It's the part of the media and the internet, and they just want to keep shit going, even if we already know what it is. It's what it is. Nixon, all of them that did it, lied. You go down all the way down. All of them did it. Lied.
Okay, but the same crimes that Hunter did, though, let it have been somebody else, you'd have been under the jail and you would never get out. So meaning that if you're rich, you have that. If you're rich, your daddy's the president, you are above the law. If you're rich, you're above the law. You rich, you're above the law. That's pretty much what we've learned.
Look at Trump.
Education.
He's the president. He
never even
ain't getting over.
And he never touched a jail cell. They never put him in there. So
are we surprised?
How can we call him a felon if he never even served time? They convicted him and never put the man in jail. Was he really convicted? Y'all answer me that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, hey, he could be a felon, but how do you be a felon if you never went to jail? He never even went behind bars. But he's a convicted felon. That's what they say.
Did he actually be pardoned?
I'm sure. We'll see if that really comes to fruition for him too now that we just pardoning people.
That's what they do. Trump did it when he left. He pardoned all kinds of motherfuckers.
Well, they say he pardoned his son-in-law's father. And I remember he pardoned Kodak Black because Kodak Black was bragging about how he pardoned him and stuff. I mean, hey, I guess
that's what they do.
Yeah, that is what they do. But I think
and we talking about random, and then don't forget about the random people we don't know about that writes in, that's been in jail for murder. I mean, whatever. I don't know if it was for years.
Yeah.
And they write into the president to be pardoned, and they get pardoned. The folks that we don't even know about, we don't even know their names. People get pardoned more than just them. Like more than just Hunter Biden is gonna get pardoned that we don't even care about. That's done probably way worse stuff than Hunter. But we only care because we know about Hunter. That's his son.
But Hunter also works as a political person as well. Like he worked for his father. Him and his father are involved in a lot of stuff. So that
all them crooks.
I get that. We get that, but it's the illusion that they won't even. We don't even. It's like we're just crooked. We're all just crooked.
Yeah.
Like and that's what we're learning. I think that's what's getting people.
And
That's,
what you think Mom said about also Brooks today? Huh? She crooked too, right?
yeah, that was it.
Yeah, all of them crooked.
That's crazy. I think that's just the reality. That's just hitting is that they can do. And yet again, I'm not mad that he pardoned his son. It's expected because it is his power to pardon. But I do say that was maybe a strategy to sit there and say you not pardoning your son when you knew you was going to pardon your son.
So he said he not going to pardon him just so we make sure he get elected? Or?
Not him. Maybe it's because the decision he makes affects the party. A lot of people are questioning the Democratic Party now because he chose to do what he did, and they feel like the Democratic Party backed him. So now a lot of people looking at the Democratic Party like, oh, y'all ain't shit neither for real, so we might as well go slide over to the Republican side. At least they ain't capping. Whatever they lay out, they just lay out. They raw with they shit while y'all just hide y'all hand. Y'all throw the rock, hide the hand. This was the conversations that I'm hearing basically when I'm listening to people speak on it. And that's exactly what Charlamagne said. It was like, y'all act like y'all the purest party, like y'all so angels and y'all don't do nothing wrong. And yet again, it's not wrong that he pardoned his son, but I think it is calling to question, what were y'all both involved in that you felt the need to pardon your son all the way 11 years back?
So you said Biden was involved.
Oh, yes. I really do feel like that he might have been doing something for him why he needed to pardon him as well. 11 years? 2014. We talking about 2014 here. You know what I'm saying? 2014, 2024. What you telling me you feel like he need to cover his crime for 11 years back? And you telling me he deserved to be free if he gun crimes and tax crimes? Just saying. I mean, if we look at it like that, morally, ethically, is what I'm saying. Now we know they not moral or ethical. I get that. That's not my argument. My argument is, I think it's very revealing, and people need to think about that. Now, next time in the next 4 years, if we even get a chance to vote again, people need to consider what are we voting for, or is this process really truly a true and real fair process? It's telling me justice ain't fair because it's mad people that's in jail that's not getting pardoned, that ain't done nothing. People who serve jail for murking they rape victims, people who done raped them, and then women, and then they done did what they had to do to get them off them, and now they locked and they can't get pardoned. You know what I'm saying?
They can. They just ain't. Because other people is ahead in line.
It depends on
other people in line. You know what I mean?
They ain't.
There's a lot of people writing the pardon. You ain't just 5 people out there talking about.
And it was so many more people.
Hundreds of people writing these presidents.
And there's so many more people in line above your boy Hunter. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but again, that's the president's son. Of course, he gonna be in line.
Yeah. Because he rich.
Of course he
rich.
I don't think got nothing to do with it.
Boy.
That's still his son.
Yeah.
That's still his son.
No, I get it. I'm not mad at it. Definitely, that ain't what nobody's complaining about. It's more about him capping about it. I think people would respect it more if he just would have been like, that's my son.
How you know he was serious about it at first, but then had second thoughts. He talked to the old Dr. Jill, and Jill like, yeah, you better get his ass
when he
out.
know he was really going to jail, and he was really guilty. Yeah, that's what that was.
I mean, that could be.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, if he's going to jail. But if he got a chance to get his son out, I mean, why not? Okay, and then he leave him in. He the one that got to deal with him and his son and family. Why you leave him? He's not president anymore. Now he's in jail stuck.
Yeah. Well, his defense, a lot of people are saying that, they did expect it because he did lose children. He lost children.
Yeah.
He lost a wife a long time ago.
I'm trying to tell you, look, if anybody claimed to have a kid or kids, a daughter or a son, and you telling me you wouldn't do what you got to do if you had the power to help your child, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. I'm trying to tell you, you're a liar. I don't care who you are, whether you president of the United States, senator, or actor or whatever. If you got a child and you care that much about your kid, you're going to do what it takes to, money aside, all that stuff, you're going to do what it takes to help.
Justice ain't fair. because I feel that they should be held to a specific and certain standard.
No, I got you. So it's just like when you got people out here murking other people, right?
Yeah.
And then they get locked up, and then they get a court date. And the court date, guess what? Guess who's behind them? The family. Even though the family know their son done murked this lady's son.
Right.
They still got their son. He didn't do.
Free little Tay.
Exactly.
Free Tay.
No matter what.
They know he
innocent.
did it.
Yeah. That's my baby.
They eyes, they innocent. You're right. They ain't did it.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
Free little Pee-wee.
And they know it for a fact. They got evidence, all that.
Yeah, Pee-wee robbed him. Pee-wee done rolled up in the car. Pee-wee took him, shot him in the head, dragged a body.
Yep.
Free little Pee-wee. Yeah, okay. I understand that part. And then you got to, and people will. You will stand behind your family. You will. That's not the issue. But now, overall, this is how I look at it. We need to understand that justice ain't fair. We need to call the justice system.
It's never been fair.
In the justice system, it's not fair. The justice system pick and choose, and based on how much Skrillers you got, okay? Because it ain't just the president. Even though he could pardon, it depends. If somebody got a lot of money, people with a lot of money, they could get their kids off easy too on the stuff that they do.
It happens all the time.
The justice system, man, it's proven it's not for the poor. They don't understand if a poor person can't pay their taxes or if they have to do a little tax evasion, tax fraud, whatever. They don't understand that. Oh, they going to jail.
Man, look, it's crooked from the police station, the police, all the way up from the judge, all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
The lawyers, your attorney generals, senators, what's my man, Trayon White.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had that conversation.
You know what I mean? All the way up.
Yeah.
It don't matter how much money or where you stand in the government. All of them is crooked. You seen The Wire, crooked.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen. And it's been happening. It's happening right now. Somebody set somebody up and gave them the envelope, driving past, beating up, passing the envelope so they can get off. It just happens. That's what it is. Yeah. That's life. That's what's going on here.
To do their job, they got to do the wrong thing. Because that's what it sounds like, that everybody just doing the wrong thing. Even though they got that job supposedly with the image of doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. You went to the right college, the right schools. You stayed out of jail. You did it. But you wait until your grown-ass age to do fraudulent things in your good government position. You wait. And then you go to jail. But you don't go to jail. You can once you get in it, then you don't have to go to jail. You won't go to jail if you got money or if you're a politician, because you can get out of it. That's just what it is. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm just reporting on the story. I feel like justice ain't fair.
Once a crooked dude, always a crooked dude. So if he gonna do something, he gonna do something again.
That's true. It ain't gonna change.
He ain't gonna all of a sudden be good. Just
he just ain't gonna be held. He just ain't. And he long as what he do now don't hold up to what he did before, then she should be good.
He ain't gonna have nobody to get him out.
Yeah, Hunter, you just stay off that crack though. Okay, make sure you stay off of that. Okay, just because you free don't mean to go on the bench. Okay. Anyway, y'all, any last words, bro? Before we kick it.
Hunter bought his laptop.
All right, y'all. Look, we need 1,000 subscribers. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Meesh. To the left me is my bro Jay. We up out of here. Peace.